There we go.
Awesome. Introducing the starters right now for the Kansas City Golden Eagles, or not the Golden Eagles, just the Eagles.
Thinking about Cornerstone there, Kevin.
There you go. Looks like the officials have a unique handshake thing going right now. I haven't seen that before where they go.
Oh, that's interesting. They're all three different. They're all three different. Yeah, Kansas City's coming in tonight with a very, very strong strong team as they're only have one loss in their season. So this is going to be a tough matchup for the Spartans tonight.
Starting tonight for the Spartans, number 5, Boo Driscoll. Ashley Cowdrey, number 10, also starting for the Spartans tonight. The Spartans are actually kind of on the opposite end right now. We've lost 4 players to injury, 4 key players, a couple of starters. So Coach McCallum has actually had to bring up a couple of freshmen tonight, Delaney DeSalier and Kenzie Holland, just to have basically enough to play. They were down to 6 players. So tested by fire a little bit tonight against Kent City. Kenzie Armock is also starting tonight, Paige Wilson, and then Britt Busen rounds out the starting 5 for Coach McCallum.
Obviously, Mia Vandenberg, the senior for this team, has been a huge part of this organization this is her 4th year, so playing on varsity. Missing her on the boards and her scoring opportunities, pretty tough. Pretty tough.
And I think, for these kids tonight that are out there for the Spartans, instead of trying to take up everything that Mia did, everybody's really going to have to focus on the things that they can do well, what they can bring together as a team. And I think that'll be the chance that they have, is to play within themselves, take the shots that they normally would take. And then I really think on the defensive end is where they're going to have the biggest challenge.
All right, here we go with the tip-off. Kansas City controls the ball.
Nice job. Sparta's coming out in a man-to-man. Forces a long jumper.
There's the first 3 of the night for Kent City. They shoot a lot of threes.
Good hustle by Ashley Cowdrey, getting after it. Off Ashley, goes out of bounds. Kent City ball.
Spartan a man-to-man.
I really like what the Spartans are doing right now. They're not backing down. They're not playing afraid, trying to match up with a team from Kent City, and they're doing a great job.
Looks like Kent City might be a little flustered right now. Can't get to the hoop. There's a drive by number 23 and a bucket.
Man-to-man pressure by Kent City.
Sparta basketball.
I know I saw Coach Cowdrey and Coach McCallum breaking this down in film the other night, talking about how they were going to try and break this press. So we'll see if
There we go. Cowdrey down the sideline. We have a hell ball. Sparta basketball.
Sparta does a nice job running their offense. It'll be interesting tonight to see. I guess Britt Busen will probably play that 5, setting a lot of those high screens.
And we have a 5-second violation. Turnover Sparta.
Brittany Busen set a great back screen on that one, rolled to the basket. And I just don't know if Ashley felt she could get it to her or just didn't see her. But it was a good pick and roll there by Britt.
Kansas City with another 3. That's short. Rebound, Kansas City. Left somebody underneath open. This shot, though, Sparta with the rebound. Armuck out front. Taking it to the hoop. Nice take. And a bucket.
Good move by Kenzie. Nice screen by Britt Busen up top. Kenzie did a nice job turning the corner, finishing.
Oh. Here comes Cowdery on a fast break. Sets it back up. You're right, Coach. So far, Sparta hasn't really backed down to this state-ranked team.
Another bucket by Kenzie Armach. Kenzie can turn that corner, shoot that little left-hand kind of hook shot, but she makes that play a lot. She makes that play a lot.
Let's see if Sparta will continue that through the night. Kenzie Armach with a hand check out front. That's her first foul tonight. Well, Kent State's missed a few puppies down there.
Right, that's right. Sparta's going to have to kind of keep up. We've left the girl open two times, wide open, and then that easy shot right there, too. We can't count on Kent City missing those all night.
Little double team pressure out front. Somebody's got to be open. Boo swings it out for the three. Is short.
Nice rebound by Britt Busen. Good decision.
Wow. Armach just ripped that ball out of her hands.
Right.
What a tenacious player she is. Another three by number 23. That's off the mark. Kent City with a rebound. So far, that's 4 threes on tonight for Kent City, and not one has been made.
No.
I don't think that's going to last too long. Well, for our sake, I hope it does.
Right. I like the Spartans' aggressiveness on the defensive end, though. Instead of just kind of being afraid, playing back in the zone, they're challenging Kent
Absolutely.
City, stepping out on him, making him hit that shot, making him move that ball around. I love the tenacity on that end. Leah DeCubber checked in for Boo Driscoll, so she'll move up and maybe play that 5 spot or the 4 spot.
That was a great deny by her on the inbounds pass. Another three. That's an air ball by Kent City. Here comes Cowdery again. Slows it up. And we have a turnover by Sparta.
I like that back cut off that offense where we can attack the basket there. But again, that's time where if it's jammed up, got to come to a good jump stop, see if you can hit somebody out on the wing or on the opposite block.
Looks like Armach tried to take the ball to the basket again and also got picked up, so got a double team. So might be Kent City's way of attacking Armach and preventing those layups. Sparta with a steal.
Another great defensive play by Aaliyah DeCover. She's only been in there a couple minutes. 2 good defensive plays.
She has really given Sparta some great minutes this year. A sophomore for this varsity team. Little 10-footer off the mark. Kent City rebound.
Ashley Cowdery doing a nice job trying to keep them out of the paint. And just as I say that, of course, jinxed them a little bit, and then they get it to the basket. They called that one on Aaliyah, so Aaliyah stepped over, tried to help out, didn't get there quite in time, and fouled the shooter.
So earlier we were talking about Mia Vandenberg's injuries. So the Spartans do have 3 other players that are not going to see action tonight. Kevin, can you kind of tell us who those players are?
So Bella Valonian out, and she's been out probably for 3 or 4 weeks, and that's a foot injury. There's a possibility she may come back yet this year. Jenna Anderson is a knee injury, and it looked like that might be a season ender. And then Shay Cutsley has a knee injury as well.
Wow, great take to the basket. A little scoop shot there by Cowdery. Gets the basket and a foul. She'll go to the line shooting 1.
Nice move by Ashley.
Yeah, I understand that the Cutsley injury came in rugby in the fall here, so she did try to make a comeback in the last game and came in, and I don't know if she re-injured it or if it just was still bothering her, but obviously precaution now, and she will sit for a while until they can evaluate that.
Right. So it's always a bad thing when you lose players to injury, but it's also kind of part of the game, and they always have that next man up philosophy. And so, got a couple of kids who maybe wouldn't get as many minutes are going to have those minutes now, and they hopefully can take advantage of that. Since none of these kids on the Sparta varsity right now are seniors that are left, Mia's our only senior, so those kids. This is valuable experience that they hopefully can use in the coming years as well.
Absolutely. Look where we're at. We have 3:15 remaining in the first quarter, and Sparta is leading state-ranked Kent City 6-3. Cowdery's off on the free throw, but Sparta will get the ball back.
Nice job again. Aaliyah DeCover made a nice move down there on the block. Tell you, Kent City does a nice job pressuring the basketball too. It was almost another 5-second count. We've already had one of those tonight.
Sparta runs their weave out front until they can kind of get a girl that maybe can take it to the basket. Oh, number 23 steps in and gets a steal on that. Going the other direction. And Kent City scores.
Probably a good choice there by Kenzie, not trying to jump up and challenge that. But
That would be her second foul, too.
Right.
Boo Driscoll's going to report back in.
So we're looking down at Coach McCallum's bench. You know, he's got Britt Busen just came out, but the only other two kids that are sitting there are the two freshmen who've been on the JV squad and just were moved up in the last day to play tonight. So foul trouble is going to be important to stay out of it and to do their best to keep the kids in the game that need to be in the game.
Oh, nice back cut. Can't finish. Kent City on the rebound, going the other way.
That's open on that offense, and especially with a team like Kent City that presses so hard on the wing. When Kenzie turns that corner, that shot's going to be open.
Baseline layup for Kent City. Score now, Sparta 6, Kent City 7. And we got a timeout by Coach McCollum. Difficult getting the ball there in. 2 minutes to go. Sparta is down by 1 to Kent City, 7-6.
I like the intensity that the Spartans are playing with. And again, if we'd have said at the beginning of the game, hey, it's going to be a 1-point game with a couple minutes to go in the first quarter, we probably would have been pretty happy.
Absolutely.
So I think they just need to continue to dig in on the defensive end, and on the offensive end, we've had some good looks that we just haven't been able to finish. So hopefully can finish a couple of those shots as we keep moving on.
The Sparta's done a great job defending the three. I don't think Kent City's gotten a three yet. So, and that is their bread and butter for their team, the threes. Kent City only having one loss this year. It was I believe it was a 2-point loss to a tough Muskegon team.
Break the press.
Nice ball. Nice pass.
Right. I think one of the things that coaches talk about all the time, if a team's going to press you, you want to make them pay for pressing you. And the way that you make a team pay is what we just did right there. Break that press, go 3-on-2, try and get a layup.
Yeah, and even though we didn't get the basket, obviously we created another team foul for Kent City. We go to the line. So a lot of good things out of that. Armack misses the front end of the two-shot free throw. Kent City just replaces 3 girls.
The freshman Kenzie Holland checks in for her first varsity action of her career.
And she doesn't get the second one to fall. Kent City going the other way. Great defense by Sparta. Oh, we'll get a foul on the floor here. Maybe just a knee or a leg.
Right. That's on Ashley. I think that's Ashley's second.
Guess that's another thing you kind of have to look at it with the minimal players that you have available and young players too. That foul trouble
Right.
could be a problem
Right.
if we're not careful.
Right.
Again, another puppy missed by Kent City.
Sometimes that's contagious, you know. You miss one or two and you start thinking about it a little more instead of just playing. So Spartans need to take advantage here. Need to take advantage and score.
Armach with a nice pass. Shot's just off. And the ball will go out of bounds to Kent City.
I like the fact that when Kenzie threw that ball to Kenzie Holland, she did not hesitate. She didn't make the shot, but she didn't hesitate. Caught it, took it up strong.
Sometimes that's got to be tough for a freshman coming into her first game. No nerves.
Right. Another great defensive play there by Ashley.
Sparta looks like they just have them confused. They really are not moving the ball too well. And as I say that, Kent City throws it out of bounds. Boo Driscoll report back in the game.
Coach Carlson may speak to that player about that last pass right there. So at least give her a minute to think, clear her head a little bit, get back in.
Kenzie Armach, some nice ball handling skills there.
Right.
Kadri for three, off the mark. Get the rebound, nice aggressive play there.
Rebound by Page. Oh.
Boo with a three, another miss. Kent City goes the other way. Another miss three. Sparta back. I like how Sparta's bringing it up the floor. Another miss three.
Good hustle by Boo, offensive rebound.
Nice take. That's what I think they need to do more, Coach. We need to go to the basket a little bit more.
Right, I think we have those opportunities, and sometimes you shoot a couple of those three, they move out on you a little bit.
It's going to wrap up our first quarter. It's going to be our Spartans 6, Kent City 7. So, Coach, your thoughts on the first quarter?
Right, I think first of all, just we scored kind of 4 pretty quick, and then we didn't really score much after the first minute or two. So getting good opportunities. So now just to be able to finish those. I think the last 2 or 3 offensive sequences where we had wide open threes, we've got to shoot those. But hopefully we can knock a few of those down, and hopefully then get Kent City to come out farther, then take them to the basket.
So what would your suggestions be to get more dribble drives and balls to the basket?
Right.
What could Coach McCullum do to see that happen more?
Right. Keep giving the ball to Kenzie.
There you go.
I like how Kenzie does a nice job turning the corner, and she's great about when she doesn't have the shot, about kicking it out, getting it to that open girl on the wing. So hopefully I would work a little bit on that, and then maybe even they run that kind of a double screen off the top with both their Kenzie, the point guard, and the 2 guard. Maybe look to get to that 2 guard cutting hard to the basket as well.
Well, I think, again, we started this game tonight. I think coming in, I mentioned this a few times, Kent City being ranked 5th in the state and averaging, I believe, Coach McCollum had told me 67 points a game, and we just held them to 7.
Right. So that's a great effort. And so hopefully we see more of the same here in the second quarter.
Another 3 off the mark. Cowdrey with the rebound, brings the ball down the court. Right there's the pass. That time we got the kickoff for the 3. I do believe we might have had a shot if he would have dumped it down in the middle. But that was what you're just mentioning.
Right. And a nice job by Ashley turning the corner, beating that girl that hedged out on that screen. And I think it was Britt Busen was open kind of on that roll. So hopefully we can see that next time. I like how the girls are looking ahead on that press break, not just content to throw it backwards. Nice.
That's
movement.
a great take and a great fake, and she lays it up and in for 2 points. Nice drive there by Cowdery. I believe we might have a hand check.
Yep. That foul's on Page. I like, because Kansas City's such a good three-point shooting team, I like how we're sending our kids, we're pressuring them on the perimeter. We're going to make them go to the hoop, and then hopefully we have some help inside. That time Page got beat in a hand check and ended up, she got all the way to the hoop.
That's Sparta's 5th team foul in the half, and Kansas City's at 3. Long 3. That'll be an air ball. Short. Out of bounds to Sparta. Once again, not 1-3 made yet by Kansas City.
And again, I think sometimes they might start pressing a little bit with your shot. Just worth thinking about it a little too much instead of just letting it happen. Oh. Another good look by Boo. Good kick out by Kens.
And we have a foul. Who's that foul on, Coach?
It's on Ashley. Yeah, Ash Cowdery.
That might be her second.
Yes.
Basket's good. She'll be shooting 1 shot.
Looks like the other freshman, Delaney Salyer, entering the game. Her first varsity action. 6:32 here to go in the second quarter.
Free throw is good for Kent City.
I'm not sure if I'd want to be the freshman then the first time in the game and they throw me the ball in the middle of that press, but she did a nice job.
Armelko bring him out and set it up. And she's going to go all the way to the basket. That's just what we got to, and doesn't finish. Great take again whatsoever. Just we need to get that finish. Another 3 off the mark for Kansas City, but they get the rebound. Here comes another one from the corner, and another miss.
It's not a lack of opportunity.
Absolutely not.
He's getting a lot of good looks.
We have to give Sparta some credit, though. Right. Sparta is putting some pressure.
Right.
Maybe a hand in the face, and obviously that's always going to help.
Right, and they're making him rush it. They're not getting to catch it, check the wind, and then let it go. They got somebody coming at him pretty hard, even if they catch it and are open right away.
There's another take to the basket, little floater, just short. Rebound, Kansas City. Sparta's got to get back on defense right now. And we have a travel call. Sparta basketball.
You start to wonder just even about the conditioning part of it. These kids aren't used to playing the whole game.
Well, you got to say it's a different level too.
Right.
Especially for the freshmen coming into a varsity game.
Oh, for sure.
The speed is different.
Right, and I think too, just the pressure. Kansas City's not letting up either, So every possession, there's no just walking the ball up the floor. We're getting pressured, which is increasing the tempo. It's giving us opportunities, but it also takes some of the physical part of it of the game as well. Ball tipped out of bounds. Delaney hustled after it, tracked it down.
That ball should go back to Sparta. It does. Again, another high screen by DeCover. And Armach takes the basket, but just kind of lost handle there. Good closeout there by Kansas City. To cover from the free throw line, just off.
Yep, great look for Aaliyah. That almost looked like a travel, but
it did.
No call.
But guess what? They missed the basket.
That's right. And here comes Kenzie.
Like how Kenzie didn't rush that there. But they get a turnover.
Again,
Do you think there's some fatigue now setting in,
I
Coach?
think a little bit especially on the offensive end for some of the kids who maybe don't play as many minutes. I think that is a little bit, and then even the mental fatigue because they're getting pressed every possession. You know what I mean? To be able to handle that and keep it.
Coach McCollum was looking to get a timeout, and not sure the officials heard him or not, and looked like may have been a steal, but they have given Sparta the timeout.
Thank you for the timeout, because I wasn't sure if we had control when, by the time he blew the whistle. Again, just for a couple seconds there, Delaney, you know, just that freshman, not used to this kind of competition and at this level, and yet hanging in there, a couple of tough possessions there for, but hopefully, like we talked about before too, it's going to build for the future, and maybe the future could be the next quarter as well.
And maybe just a breather too, a breather and a
yeah.
reset.
So again, I think, you know, to 4.5 minutes here to go in the first half, only found ourselves down by 4, and with lots of great opportunities. We had a lot of great looks, shots that we've missed, that, you know, we would maybe hit a couple of those wide open threes, or a couple of those Pages had 2 nice drives to the basket, little floaters in the lane, and just haven't been able to get one to go down.
I know Sparta's looked at one of the things Coach McCollum had set up earlier this year was a 40-point club, and I believe that was to give recognition to teams that they kept under 40 points. And right now at this pace, they should be able to keep a team that's averaging 67 points a game under that 40, but we'll see. Nice job by DeCover, not rushing that pass in. Close out by Kansas City. Sparta, again, not trying to force anything. Setting the ball back up. We have a travel. Just pulled that pivot foot, slid it a little bit. Again, right idea. She might have wanted to take that shot up.
Right.
She was right there underneath the basket.
Yep. And again, Kenzie's pretty unselfish when it comes, she gets in there. She's always looking for a teammate if she's not wide open. Sometimes she has the better option, actually.
Yeah. A little reminiscent of her sister.
Yeah.
Baseline shot by Kansas City for 2. Right idea. Might have been a little bit late.
And again, I think what Kent City likes to do here is they're trying to increase the tempo. They're trying to get us to play faster than we want to play. And then that gives them opportunities at the other end as well. Coach McCallum's called out State, which is kind of his offense that he likes to run when he's trying to take a little time off the clock.
Oh, do we get the bucket?
No.
We have a basket on the floor.
Yeah. So called the foul up top, so we'll get it out of bounds. That's only the 5th team foul on Kent City. So Coach putting Ashley back in with 2 fouls here with 3 minutes to go, trusting that she can hang tough and not pick up her 3rd here in the first half.
Coach, Sparta hasn't really had that many turnovers in this game. It's just the shots aren't falling for them.
Right, and so that's a positive. You know, if we can continue that, take that into halftime, where we're not where we're not turning it over that much. We're getting good looks, and hopefully just get some to start dropping.
Again, pressure again by Kent City. Sparta's doing a good job dribbling through it. Coach McCollum yelling, looking for a foul. And we have a held ball. It'll be Sparta basketball.
Ashley and Kenzie together really doing a nice job breaking the press. We haven't, you know what I mean? They're not freaking out or going crazy, but they're able to dribble it up or make the correct pass.
Would you like to see in a situation like that where more passing is done, getting the ball up the court quicker, and getting that basket you're talking about, making them pay?
And I think that first cut they're looking for is that cut where we're making 2 passes with no dribble, and we've got it across half court. Yeah.
Last basket, Coach. Did you see the last basket?
No, I didn't.
But it was another basket by Sparta. Sparta down 10-16. Under 2 minutes to play. To cover from the side. Just short.
Janet, wide open, great look. And
not seeing many people on the offensive board, though, Coach. Nobody really crashing the boards. Nice pass by, I got a travel call, I believe. We have a travel on Kent City, no basket. Boo Driscoll's going to check back into the game. And DeCubber will have a seat.
Yeah, Leah's got a lot of minutes in tonight, probably more than she normally plays in a half.
Boo's was open. Good take to the basket.
Nice block shot.
Yeah.
Nice block shot. But I like that aggressiveness again by Paige.
Keep going to the basket.
Yep. Instead of just settling, taking it hard to the basket, make Kent City make a play.
Pass just a little overthrown. Kent City the other way for a basket.
Sparta's got to be strong here these last minute. Don't want to let Kent City get on a run. Boo.
We got Boo from the corner, but she was inside of 3, so that'll be a 2. But she cuts the lead down to 6. It's 18-12, Kent City. It's 23 from Kent City. Looks like a decent ball player.
She's really
good ball skills.
Yep. Her stroke she's got a great stroke. Hasn't had many fall tonight, but yeah, I'm not sure if we'll see that again in the second half. So again, Coach McCallum running state, which gives him a little more time, run off the clock.
Kent City on a 2-1 break. And again, another missed layup by Kent City. Kent City might have about a 10-point lead if they made some of those shots that they had within 2-3 feet of the basket.
Kenzie that time tried to take a charge. She's lucky they didn't call a foul on her. She kind of leaned in a little bit.
DeCubber's entering the game.
Good move by Coach McCallum there. 27 seconds. Don't want Ashley to pick up that third one with less than 30 seconds to go here.
I think Kent City might sit here for the last shot, Coach.
Possibly. They don't seem that kind of team to me. They seem like
they're a team that wants to score.
Right.
So
yep, I get it.
There we go. We got a 3 from outside with 14 seconds to go. Sparta gets the ball. Sparta will have a chance to get the last shot of the half.
Brett
just rips the ball and gets a bucket.
Great play by Brett.
Coach, Cat could be a motivating factor going to the second half, don't you think?
That's a great way to end the half, cut the lead to 4. And again, holding a team that averages over 60 a game to 18 in the first half. That's a great half for the Spartans. Great half.
So, as Coach McCollum's going into the locker room at half, what do you feel at this point will be his words of encouragement, what they're doing well, and what we really need to work on in that second half?
I think the first thing that he was going to want to talk about is he's got to be happy with the defensive effort to only give up 18. And then I think the thing that he'd probably want him to work on is down at the offensive end, maybe finishing some of those shots off. All right, so we will return for the second half.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, Armok.
Hey, thank you, Armach Mechanical, for what, like 10 years of support?
Thank you, Armach.
Thank you, Armach.
Well, thank you, Armach Mechanical Company, for contributing to the scoreboard on the new football field. It looks great.
Thank you, Armach.
Thank you, Armach.
Thank you, Armach.
Thank you, Armach Mechanical, for all you do.
Our school system is truly the heartbeat of our community. It's important to all of us at Armach Mechanical to support our schools and community as a whole.
Our mission at Choice One Bank is to provide superior service, quality advice, and show utmost respect to everyone we meet.
Many people look for changes in their lives, whether it's buying a house or even starting a business. We at Choice One Bank will be with you every step of the way.
The thought of having superior service, quality advice, and utmost respect appeals to many people.
We are Choice One Bank.
Go Spartans!
Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
This is Matt McCallum, CEO of Great American Media Services. I want to thank everybody who supported the bond to build these beautiful facilities. I also want to thank everyone who gave money for the digital scoreboard so we can have great technology at our game. Go Spartans!
There's no better way to understand the subtle differences in the quality of a product until you try it out for yourself.
The Kubota was very comfortable.
I did like how the Kubota felt more balanced and stable. Kubota's quality, I'll stand behind a Kubota tractor anytime.
Feel the Kubota difference for yourself at your local Kubota dealer.
This is Matt McCallum, CEO of Great American Media Services. I want to thank everybody who supported the bond to build these beautiful facilities. I also want to thank everyone who gave money for the digital scoreboard so we can have great technology at our game. Go Spartans!
Have you ever wanted to attend a volleyball game but was too sick to go? Has your boss ever spoiled your plans by telling you that your Friday shift at work will start at the same time as the kickoff for the last home football game? Have you ever asked your friends to join you in cheering on the basketball team later that night and have been disappointed by their response? There is another way to watch Spartan athletics.
How?
You now have the opportunity to watch the games live. Simply go to this URL. Sign up for the remind, receive a password, and you are ready. You can watch the Spartan teams as they verse their toughest opponents. Be sure to turn your volume up so that you can enjoy the conversations of the commentators, the halftime interviews with the varsity coaches, and the informative advertisements from your local businesses. And don't worry, if you miss a live stream, you can watch the recording of it on the Spartan News YouTube channel.
Flexo here. Today I want to talk to you about two new Tessa secure mounting tapes. Tessa has enhanced their secure foam tape line by adding two new products. It is the 52816, which is a medium durometer tape, and the 52814, which is a hard durometer tape. These two products complement the existing products, the 52818, which is the yellow, which is an extra soft foam, the 52817, the red, which is a soft foam, and the 52815, which is a medium hard foam. So the two new offerings give us a medium durometer in the 52816, purple, and a hard durometer in the 52814 with the green logo. So these two products should help complement your existing line and help you achieve your quality objectives.
Vanderwerf and May Builders Incorporated are dependable and affordable experts in constructing agricultural buildings and polyurethane closed cell foam insulation commonly used in the fruit vegetable storage industry. They have been the industry leader in post-frame construction and quality custom buildings since 1990. They provide complete project management and construction from concept to completion. Vanderwerf and May Builders Incorporated.
Van Hydraulics Incorporated, machining and fabricating, your industrial mobile hydraulic repair facility. When it comes to industrial, commercial, or mobile machining, fabricating, and welding, we are the authority.
Hi, I'm Dr. Kurt Lang, and this is my wife Kelly. I am the chiropractor and co-owner of Vibrant Life Chiropractic here at Knapp's Corner on the East Beltline. We're both 2008 graduates of Sparta High School, and when we were in high school, chiropractic changed our lives, and we hope that it can change yours as well.
We're very excited to meet you and your family and to serve you.
Hi, I'm Dr. Kurt Lang, owner and chiropractor of Vibrant Life Chiropractic located at Knapp's Corner on the East Beltline. I'm a 2008 graduate of Sparta High School, and chiropractic changed my life when I was in high school, and I want to share it with you.
Our mission at Choice One Bank is to provide superior service, quality advice, and show utmost respect to everyone we meet.
Many people look for changes in their lives, whether it's buying a house or even starting a business. We at Choice One Bank will be with you every step of the way.
The thought of having superior service, quality advice, and utmost respect appeals to many people.
We are Choice One Bank.
Go Spartans!
Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
This is Matt McCallum, CEO of Great American Media Services. I want to thank everybody who supported the bond to build these beautiful facilities. I also want to thank everyone who gave money for the digital scoreboard so we can have great technology at our game. Go Spartans!
There's no better way to understand the subtle differences in the quality of a product until you try it out for yourself.
The Kubota was very comfortable.
I did like how the Kubota felt more balanced and stable. Kubota's quality, I'll stand behind a Kubota tractor anytime.
Feel the Kubota difference for yourself at your local Kubota dealer.
Have you ever wanted to attend a volleyball game but was too sick to go? Has your boss ever spoiled your plans by telling you that your Friday shift at work will start at the same time as the kickoff for the last home football game? Have you ever asked your friends to join you in cheering on the basketball team later that night and have been disappointed by their response? There is another way to watch Spartan athletics.
How?
You now have the opportunity to watch the games live. Simply go to this URL. Sign up for the remind, receive a password, and you are ready. You can watch the Spartan teams as they verse their toughest opponents. Be sure to turn your volume up so that you can enjoy the conversations of the commentators, the halftime interviews with the varsity coaches, and the informative advertisements from your local businesses. And don't worry, if you miss a live stream, you can watch the recording of it on the Spartan News YouTube channel.
Well, welcome back to the second half. We're about 2 seconds away. The Spartans find themselves down 14-18 to the Kent City Eagles. Again, Doug, as we were looking at that first half, in some ways I think we can feel pretty fortunate that we're only down 4. Kent City missed a lot of shots, but then again, we've missed some too, so hopefully a competitive second half would be awesome.
Absolutely. Kent City will take the ball out of bounds. Coach, as a Kent City coach, how do you think he talked to his girls? Well, there you go, right off the bat.
And get a layup. I think if I was coaching that team, I might have said, hey, we miss shots and we make 50 or 60% of the time. Keep doing the same thing and we'll be fine.
I think they were looking to get that easy shot right off the beginning to kind of get the second half going. So let's see if Sparta can come back and score on their own.
I noticed that time after the score, Kent City did not press.
Oh, great take. Way to use the body on that.
Right.
Gets the basket, and she'll go to the line for one.
Kenzie does such a nice job, and I know I've said it 6 times tonight probably, about her job turning that corner, getting to the basket, and like you said, using her body, shield off that defender, and then finishing it at the
She's
rim.
not big, so that's obviously something that she needs to do to protect that basketball. Off the mark there. That doesn't happen too often.
There's Britt Busen with an offensive rebound on a free throw.
And I think we need more of that, Coach. We need to be a little bit aggressive on that, on the offensive boards, and hopefully get some second, maybe even third chances for our shots, especially since they're not falling in on the first one.
Exactly.
And she gets fouled, so she'll go to the line. So two quick fouls, two team count fouls on Kent City beginning the second half.
Nice job by Britt getting that rebound and now making that first shot.
Just like that, down by 2.
Noticing in the second half that 23 did not start the second half. Their leading scorer, Kenzie Bowers, not in the starting lineup here in the second half.
Right now, team high with 8 points, and Kent City looking for that cutter to cut through. Stopped about midway and then throws the ball out of bounds. Sparta basketball.
Well, Sparta with a chance to tie or take the lead on this possession. Looking for a good, solid possession.
There's that double screen up top. Trying to get the backdoor cut. Nice pass. Just a tough play. Some good defense there. Kind of maybe had her feet shuffled there a little bit.
Right.
But what a great pass. That ball got through a very small area.
A great job by Paige, too, on that back cut, reading the defense, seeing the defense cheating out to the three-point line, cutting hard backdoor.
Looks like Kent City's running a flex there, Coach.
Yep.
An old, kind of old school
Right,
basketball there.
Nice deflection by Boo Driscoll.
But Sparta's very familiar with us. I believe Sparta runs a very similar offensive set this way. So when you talk about the flex and how the flex is run, can you explain to our viewers kind of the different cuts that?
Right. Well, the two main cuts are a baseline cut, followed closely by a cut that gives you an elbow jumper. Or Kent City looks like they're looking for a three-point jumper on that.
Which doesn't surprise me.
Right. And I think the idea is people will fight through 1 or 2 screens, but 3 or 4, probably not. You're going to get a wide open shot of what you want.
Sparta really doesn't have any players at foul trouble at this point. I believe we have Tekuber has 2 and Cowdrey has 2. And I think Boo Driscoll just picked up. Nope.
Paige Wilson.
Paige Wilson.
Which is her second.
Talked about that for the game, that obviously with the injuries and freshman players being brought up, that staying out of foul trouble, looks like they've done a good job with that so far tonight.
Yeah, so far so good. You know, if you can keep people here going into the fourth quarter with no more than 3, it'd be outstanding.
Kent City gets both free throws. And there's Sparta running the flex. I'm guessing that both teams know how to defend this, since both teams are running it. Wilson with the miss, but the rebound and the put back.
Nice job by Boo attacking, like you said earlier, Doug. We need to get to that offensive glass.
Yeah, we talked about those second shots just before or just the beginning of the second half, and they're paying off right now.
Right. Again, the Spartans just so not getting back defensively, and it doesn't look to me like Kent City is sending a flyer. Like as soon as the shot goes up, they're sending somebody. It's just we're not being able to locate our girl quick enough. That'll be one thing we're going to have to change if we want to stay in the game in the second half.
Yeah, Coach, I agree. I don't think they're really sending anybody, but their guards will push the ball up pretty quickly.
Again, Spartans have that chance, tie the game, take the lead on this possession.
This is exactly the game I think Coach McCollum wanted to play. Keep something close, giving them an opportunity to pull out a win. Nice back cut. Ball off the mark. Armach with the rebound. And she'll have a foot on the line, and that will be a 2.
Sometimes, as I'm coaching, that's the oh no, good shot. That's probably really not the one coach was looking for, but when it goes down, they're all good.
I didn't see that foul, Coach. You see who picked up that foul?
Yeah, Ashley picked that foul up. It was just call was made by the trail official, who kind of didn't seem like he had as good angles as the guy underneath, but obviously he saw a foul on Ashley.
And that'll pick up our third, correct?
Correct.
So it's like one of McCollum's, and he will take her out at this point. I was wondering if Matt's going to maybe leave her again, but I think this close,
right,
this situation, you do have to take her out of the game.
Right, yep. And right now, especially the second half, Kent City has not picked up full court at all. So Kenzie will be able to bring the ball up. As long as we keep one of those two girls in the game, we're in pretty good shape. Tie ball game here. Sparta looking for a chance to take their first lead since 4-2.
I think Kent City got a piece of that ball for a block shot coming the other way. Good job getting back on defense that particular time.
I think Sparta on the offensive end, we're going to look to try and get a layup, but if I don't think they're going to want to press the ball too much or force anything. Sparta is
great defense there,
right.
Sports, and Kent City number 4 will pick up a push foul. Those are the fouls that coaches just can't take it.
Yeah, drives you crazy. Kenzie did a nice job. It was a good read by Ken. Saw that girl wasn't going to be able to stop, and Kenzie just put on the brakes, ran right into her.
Nice feet inside. Another block shot by their junior number 23, Kenzie Bowers, as their leading scorer. Nice ball pass. Kent City with an easy basket.
That's a great play by Kent City. Good ball fake, unselfish, drop the ball in, easy layup. Like how Paige looked for the roll that time for Leah. Leah wasn't open, so she didn't force it in.
Nice look by Paige. Oh. Hey, there's another offensive board, though. Another opportunity. We just got to finish those.
Yep. Great roll by Britt to get a wide open look, and then a good follow by Aaliyah. She just couldn't get it to go down.
The kick to number 21. Off the mark. Kent City's going to get another look at a 3. That might be there. Nope. Another one short.
Sparta just keeps hanging around. And really, like you said, Coach McCallum, really all he can ask for at this point is to still keep in the game, keep it close.
Great pass by Page there, out for the three, and Armagh gets the three and takes the 1-point lead. And guess what? Kent City comes back, their first three of the game. Again, you got to still like the way Sparta's playing, both offensive and defensively in the second half. Nice pass to the cover. Maybe a little ball fake there, Coach, first.
Right, yep. But again, I like both Brittany Busen and Aaliyah DeCover doing a nice job getting after that offensive glass. You talked about that early. I don't know if they were watching the broadcast at halftime, but both those girls are doing a nice job getting in there, getting those rebounds, and doing a great job.
And I just saw one of the assistant coaches looking over at Leah saying, kind of showing that ball fake. So absolutely, the offensive boards have been, and maybe that's what something Matt did talk about at the halftime, that they needed more opportunities because those first opportunities were not going in. So Sparta gets them both and ties this ball game up. This would be just a huge win for this program. On a 2-game losing streak right now. Their last win was against Allendale a few weeks ago. And again, just in this situation with the depleted players, bringing up some young ones, like you said earlier, it's great to give them this opportunity, and they've played well.
They have been playing very well today. And I like this idea now too. It's a tie ball game. We don't need to be crazy and only attack when we have the advantage. Make Kent City play defense.
Sparta a little patient here too. Looks like, I believe they'll look for the last shot here. Armagh gets it stolen. And the layup the other way. See what Sparta can do here. See if we can get a tie or a 1-point lead going into the fourth quarter. Coach, better shot than that, you think?
Yeah, I think Kenzie really thought she got fouled, so I think she got the girl up in the air and thought, oh, I'm going to get three shots out of this. And so she kind of just threw it up. Official looked at it, didn't feel like it was a foul, no whistle. Kent City leads by 2 heading into the fourth. Doug, and again, we talked about it at the end of the first quarter and the second quarter. When we look at a 2-point ball game against Kent City tonight, we would have been, if you'd have told us at the beginning that's where we were going to be, I think Coach McCallum and his staff would have been happy with that. And now as we're heading into that fourth quarter, I think the mindset even changes. Instead of, oh, we just want to be competitive or we just want to hang around. Now we're really to that point where we're going to win this game, and thinking about it, maybe giving that confidence that they need to go through and finish it off now going into the fourth quarter.
Absolutely. Fans always want to talk about moral victories, and I think coaches are going to say, you know what, there are no moral victories. There's wins and losses. It's done on the scoreboard, but at this particular point, Sparta's not looking for a moral victory. They're looking for a big W, a big win against a state-ranked opponent.
Right. And I think, Sparta has to feel pretty good. I know Ashley's back in the game. She's got 3. Nobody else is in foul trouble. We've been able to do some things in this second half we didn't do in the first half, offensive rebounding, second opportunities. We're hitting a few free throws. So hopefully now turn up the defensive heat a little bit here and hopefully get a finish.
And that's the second 3 for number 23, Kenzie Bowers.
It's a great look, great ball movement. They hit that first cutter. She kicked it out.
Ashley off the mark. Coach, Ashley Cowdery having 3 fouls. How would Coach McCollum tell her to play in that situation with 3 fouls?
At this point, I think you've kind of got to go for it because, without her in the game, we're kind of in trouble too. So I would probably not going to try and have her pick up full court and pick one up. But I think, around the basket, she's got to continue to play the way that she's been playing the whole game.
And obviously no stupid fouls.
Right. 5-point Kent City lead. Sparta being patient.
I might say, Coach, that might be the biggest deficit that we've had so far in this game at 5 points.
Yeah, I think, maybe we had 1-6 in the first half. But
That's right.
Yep.
I do remember that.
But I think they're...
nice take by Paige, and she gets fouled. Again, taking the ball to the basket, creating something, make something happen.
Right.
And now, again, another team foul for the Eagles. They're at 5, and she'll go to the line and shoot 2.
And I like the idea of not settling to take a fadeaway jumper or falling away, but she's going to make Kent City make a play.
And as we go down the stretch, too, obviously, free throws at any point in the game, but down the stretch, you've got to make your free throws.
Right. Paige has got a good stroke, too. Hopefully she'll knock this one down.
And she does. Nice touch.
Yep. I think at this point, Kenzie's really got to be on.
There's Ashley might have been a little soft on that, not wanting to pick up that 4th foul, giving up the cut-through basket.
Yep. And I think after Kenzie Bowers has hit those last 2 threes for Kent City, Sparta's focused a little bit more on that as well. The three-pointer, so leaving that open.
Another offensive board. Another offensive board by DeCover. Kansas City sagging a little bit on that defense, not letting that dribble penetration. Another missed 3 by Kansas City. Sparta will graciously take the ball out of bounds.
Little sister to sister there, I think. Number 3 for Kent City, sister.
Yeah, I'd like to be in their driveway, back in the day, and bet you there's a little competition going on there. Probably still is, I would think. Sparta benefits there from a missed dribble. Armach to the basket. And just a little too hard off the backboard.
I was glad to see Ashley not reach in right there. She was pretty close. I didn't want her to pick up her 4th. That's one you don't want to get. 90 feet away from the hoop.
It's like Boo Driscoll's going to report for the Spartans. Next whistle.
Kent City with 2 offensive rebounds.
But not on that one. Armach grabs it, takes it the other way. And slowly backs it back out. Cowdery is looking for some instructions from Coach McCollum over on the sideline. Again, you can see Kent City just kind of sitting back. Sparta basketball.
4 minutes to go, down 6 points. Still, obviously, in the basketball game. But now these possessions, each one gets more valuable. They're all valuable, but even more valuable here in the last 4 minutes.
Very, very soft defense by Kent City in the back.
Boo Driscoll knocks down a 3, cut the lead to 3. 3:54 to go. Good closeout by Paige on that. Kent City being a little patient as well. Sparta doing a nice job defensively.
Lofts her feet. Kenzie Armock went with the ball fake. Kansas City on the baseline scores 2. Back to 36-31 Eagles. Just under 3 minutes to play. Sparta again, they're not pressing. They're not, in regards to pressing, they're not forcing anything here, Coach. They're playing their basketball game that they played for 3 3/4.
Yep. And I think, really at this point, 2-possession game. We're going to get a good shot, the one we want.
Kadri with a nice jumper to cover with an opportunity there, but Kansas City comes up with the ball.
Good D by Ashley.
Oh, they have a nice roll to the basket. Yeah, I think McCollum might get a timeout here, Coach, do you think, with 7? Yep. Nope, we'll keep playing. Sparta does have 3 timeouts. Kansas City has 4. 2 minutes to go in the game.
Probably Kansas City's biggest lead of the night here at 7.
Again, doesn't seem any urgency, but I guess that's a good thing.
Just got to make sure they're getting a great shot every possession and then really turning it up on defense. That's going to make the difference.
Still a 3-possession ball game. I'm not sure what they're waiting for here, Coach.
Yep.
Kadri from the outside and gets a big 3. And McCollum will get a timeout there. He'll take a 30-second timeout.
4-point game. Boy, Ashley, deep 3, kicked, but no hesitation. No hesitation. She caught. She had a good look at it, knocked it down.
Coach, minute 28 left to go in the game. Kansas City with the ball coming out from under Sparta's basket. What do you feel Sparta's going to do here defensively? Is this a time that they need to press, or?
Yeah, I think I would be telling my kids they've only got 3 team fouls, so we have 3 to give before they're in the 1-on-1. So this is the time where you can really go for the steal. And if you foul, you foul, except if you're Ashley Kadri. You probably have to hesitate a little bit here. But I would say we don't want to give up any layups. We're not going to give up a layup, so we're going to foul, keep the ball on the ground. And I think we'll be aggressive on the perimeter, trying to get a steal, trying to get a rip. And I think both teams, officiating crew tonight, have been letting them play on the perimeter a little bit. Lots of that reach around, tapping the ball, a lot of that happening. So I wouldn't be afraid to be aggressive that way at this point in the ball game, especially since we're 4 fouls away from them even shooting a 1-on-1.
Hey, you hear that a lot. You'll hear from the fans sometimes. Foul him, foul him, foul him. Where I would think the obvious choice at first would be to actually try to get a steal and go for it. And if you foul in that respect, then okay. Yep. But sometimes you're lucky to get maybe a steal out of that and go the other way. Sparta is not pressing, so they're going to let Kent City bring up the ball. I think maybe Kent City does have some speed. McCollum is a little concerned about maybe pressing, giving them an easy basket. I wonder if Kent City will sit on the ball here a little bit. Looks like they're in a 4-corner, Coach, and they're going to take a 3. Does that surprise you, Coach?
Yes, that does surprise me, and but I'm grateful they took it. Sparta now, it's a 2-possession game. Paige an open 3, gets her own rebound.
That's the way to follow the basket.
Yep. Opportunity.
Coach is looking for some fouls here, please.
Right, yep.
And there we go. We have Kenzie with a foul. That will be Sparta's only 4th team foul. 3 more to give until Kansas City needs to go to the free throw line. Coach looking for some.
Get up there, yep.
Looking for some aggressive play. 23 again, a good ball handler. Bowers for Kansas City, and we have another foul on Kenzie. That might be her 4th. Excuse me, I just stand corrected by the announcer here at Sparta. That will be her 3rd foul.
So things coaches always tell their kids, you need to know the time and the score. Coach McCallum's not happy that this much time's running off the clock without somebody getting in there and fouling somebody.
Coach McCallum over there is yelling, "Fire, fire!" I don't think there's a fire in the building, is there, Coach? What's that terminology for?
Right. When he's saying fire, we got to have the ball. So whether we foul, whether we don't foul, we got to have the ball. So they've just got to go get it.
So sense of urgency.
Right. Next one's 1-on-1.
We get a turnover there. That's what Sparta was looking for, getting that aggressiveness defense to create a turnover, and they got that.
So they don't need to have a three. They need to get a good look.
Kent City's putting some pressure on here. Why the pressure, Coach, by Kent City?
I think just a 4-point lead. They've got a foul to give as well. So they're just not going to let Sparta walk in and get an easy shot.
Nice move by Ashley, but on a steal by Armach. Oh, and we have a block from behind. The crowd wants a foul. But we have a Sparta foul. Yeah, McCollum's actually asking for that foul as well. But it looked to me from this advantage point, which is we're in the kitty corner, far corner of where that happened, that she did get that ball pretty clean.
Right, and even if there was any contact, she seemed very vertical, the kid from Kent City, straight up and down. There was some contact. If there was, it was initiated by Ken's.
And this will be Kenzie Bowers again from Kent City, their leading scorer. Will make the first end of a 1-on-1.
So we talked a little earlier about that 40-point club. If she makes this one, that'll put them at 40. But to hold,
and she does,
this team to 40 here, 5 seconds to go.
And that'll be the ball game. Again, a valiant effort by the Sparta varsity girls. Very depleted team here tonight with 4 girls out, bringing some freshmen in. Again, we talked about that moral victory. Coaches don't want to say it's a moral victory, but it's got to be, Coach McCollum's got to say some positive things in the locker room.
A team that averages 67 a game, you hold them to 40. You're playing kids minutes who normally don't get those kind of minutes. I think the second half we saw some great work on the offensive glass by the Spartans, going hard. Britt Busen and Aaliyah DeCubber and Paige Wilson even getting some offensive boards. So it's good to see those kids stepping up when they're given their opportunity, and hopefully this is something that we can build on for the rest of this year and in the seasons to come.
Especially with the team being so young as they are. Only losing the senior who unfortunately is out for the year Mia Vandenberg, thank you, Mia Vandenberg, who is going to play D2 basketball next year at Davenport. She was a big player in this group for 4 years, but obviously the senior, they were looking to her to be the leader. And I think what happened tonight, you called it earlier, that we need 5 girls on the court playing at the same time, playing together. And it looked like they did that tonight.
They did a nice job, and it's tough to lose any game, but I think the kids gained some things today, and hopefully, like we said, things that we can build for the future.